So when do we use the katakana? We use the katakana for any words that is for foreign, okay? It can be a sound or it can be also to emphasize some words. That is the usage of katakana, okay? So I'll give you some example of that. Okay, chotamate. Ito, let's go first with our katakana. Okay, let me give you this one. Chotamate. So the usage of our katakana. Okay, so these are the usage of our katakana in use in for foreign words. Onomatopoeia, for example, the sound of an animal, we have one one. For example, sound of a bird instead of tweet tweet, it becomes we use instead of pata pata. Okay, for the meow meow, we use instead nya nya, but we use it for the katakana. It can be also the name of a species of exact name of a species. Okay. So for example, an owl. Owl is a specific type of bird. So we use fukuro instead for that. It can be also the name of some words that we want to emphasize. So for example, we want to emphasize dame, okay? So we use it instead in katakana that symbolize we want to make it capital or to make it bold character, okay? And it can be also the name of the movie, okay? So for example, Pokemon, okay? So that becomes a katakana. Digimon, One Piece. Most of the name of like an anime, it used for the katakana rules. Okay. Now, let's go now with the rules of the katakana. We know now where to use them, but they have several sets or usage in order for us to use it. Okay. Chotomate. Okay. So the rules now in our katakana is this one. Okay. So the rules in katakana, we have the long vowels represented by dash. Okay. So a word that dash, we are able to make the sound longer. Okay, so using this one a dash, and we still have our double consonant, same rules with our hiragana. And for our double K, double P, double S, and double T, and others, they have a consonant sound of our 1 second sound. Okay, so I'll give some examples on that later on. Now, let's take a look now with our first set of our hiragana. Okay, chotamate. Let me go here. Okay, let me go here now. Okay, so with our first set of our hiragana is this one. Okay, we have our a, I, u, e, o. Okay, a, I, u, e, o. So please write the first five. So make sure that you go with the right strokes, okay? Because on your quiz, it will also show that part, the correct order again. This will reflect on your module 3 quiz. I will give you some example how it will look like your quiz. So for example, with this one, I will ask you what stroke order number is this one. Okay, so this one, you have to know the stroke order, okay? Then show me on your screen the a, I, u, e, o. Show me your screen, okay, after one. Now let's go with, now next set, so we have already first five of our hiragana. Now let's go with the next set, okay? We have our kaki ku keko, okay? So please write everything now. Kaki ku keko. Okay, after writing, show me. Okay, very good, Belinda. Okay, Jen, very good. Okay, Mia, can you make it bigger or like bigger next time? Okay, very good, Jerry. Okay, okay, very good, Kenneth. Okay, John, very good. Okay, okay, very good. Okay, Gift Pristine. Okay, Gift Pristine. Hi, yokodakimashita. Okay, so we have our Kaki Kukeko. Okay, very good. So we have our Kaki Kukeko. Those who doesn't have, okay, Angelique, very good. Okay, so those who doesn't have any whiteboard next time, let's try to bring. Okay, Kaki Kuk. Okay, very good, Leona. Okay, so we have this writing. Okay, now we will have our 1010, still the same thing with our 1010. Once we have it at 1010, they produce now a different sound, okay? But they have the same baseline, okay? So what do I mean? Let me show this one to you, okay? The stroke order number, it's still the same, but we're going to add only a 1010 to produce a vibration sound, okay? So they still have the same theme, but this is now we have our 1010. So that's what we call 1010. Okay? 1010. So the same theme, but it produces now a sound. We have ga, gi, gu, ge, go. Okay? Ga, gi, gu, ge, go. Okay? Okay? So show me only what you did actually just only put the 1010. But the writing of that one, remember for our katakana, okay, let me show this one to you. Give me a moment. Ito, okay. So there's again with the stroke order of the 1010, so don't be confused. Many people get failed on the 1010. Which one goes first? Is it this one or the other side? So you go in this side first. Okay. So let me show that to you. Give me a moment here. So for example, if you're going to write this one, okay. So for example, we write here, okay, then here. So you go first in this side and then this side, okay? So that is how it works, okay? So let me give you the exact thing what I want to accomplish instead. Okay, we have our letters here for our katakana. Okay, give me a moment. Let me just pull it up. Okay, we have for the following here. Okay, we have now our a, I, U, E, O. Okay, so remember the stroke orders. Which one goes first? So you can do it again. Keep practicing. Then E. Okay. Then let's have our U. How to write it? So this one, make it in the center. Okay. They are attached. This one, they have the same here, but going here and going here. Okay. That is for our U. Then next is for our E. Going here, down, then going here. So that produces now our E. Then we have our up, going here, then down, then we have our jump here. Okay, this is the jump, then slide here. So memorize those strokes because these strokes order number will reflect on your quiz. Okay, so there'll be some arrow again on your module 3. This will reflect. Make sure that you study well. For our cat, for our key, so this line, they are not the same length. Okay, key. Then follow with our ku, ke, and then we have our ko. But if we're going to use now our ga, okay, this one, it goes here first, then for here. Jump here and here. Ga, gi, gu, ge, and then go. Okay. So congratulations. Now you can write now 15 characters. So let's see if you can recall all those characters. But of course, for beginners, you will not able to do it right away. So we have to practice every now and then. Okay. So let me give you some words. Let's try to learn some words now. Okay, hold on here. Okay. I want you to have your whiteboard. Then I want you to type how to say this word. Okay. Automatic. So let's have our word. Number one word. Let's have our word. Okay. I haven't teached this one to you yet. Okay. Let me show this one. Okay. Automatic. I forgot to teach this one to you. Okay. So this one is our tsu. Okay. Tsu. We use this one. There are type of two. Can you please write this one? Okay, show me your board first. Two. Okay, write two. One, two, then go here. Okay, two. Two. Very good, Angelique. Okay, two. Okay, this is our two. And be careful because they have a lot of cousins. Okay, so we have our two. It's also for our she. But this one is different. All looks the same, right? So be careful because many people will get a mistake here for sure if you will be too much relaxed. Okay, so be mindful with Sue and Sir. Okay? But they have different types of Sue. Okay, two types of Sue. Okay, so let me show that to you. So here, so for example, this one is Sue, and let's have when we say right now. Okay, hold on. So this one, okay, there are big two and small two. So this one, the first one is the normal, but this one is we call chi-side two. Okay, chi-side two. Okay, this is a small one. So we're using this one for producing double consonant. So if you will do double consonant. So I'll give you an example word, okay, how we will do a double consonant. Okay, so for example, I said cookie. Okay, it has a double consonant, right? So how are we going to write this? First is we write our ku. Okay, since we have our double consonant now, we are using now the chi side too. Okay, then our ki, we have now here. Okay, cookie. Okay, but this one the spelling is not yet because we have to add a dash on the top. Okay, chotamate. If there's a dash on top here, okay, so we will put a dash here. If you will see a dash here, instead of putting a dash here, we don't put a dash here instead. We are putting a line like this instead. So we are producing now cookie. Okay, this one, gumina, kiku, cookie, cookie. Okay, very good. I'm sorry. It's our cookie. It means cookies. Okay, cookie. Okay, cookie. So that's how we produce our sound here. So let's have some word. Okay. How about if I want to say the word, this one, but I will put a line on top. Tomate. Okay. So this one we are producing now our word koku. Okay, koku. So how are we going to have that one? Just erase this. Okay. Koku, it means coke. Okay. Please write now in katakana. Okay, show me your screen. Very good, John. Okay. Very good, Jan. Okay, there's a line. Okay. How about the rest? Okay. Let's have our next word here. Okay. Show me. Okay. Kiku, very good, Jan. Okay. Kiku, it means kick. Okay, kick. Okay, very good, Jan. Okay, who else? Okay. Okay, Leona, very good. MJ, okay, Harvey, okay, very good, Shane, okay. Who else? Okay. Okay, so that's our for our key. Okay, so how to write it? So we have our key, then our kiku. Because this one it produces double consonant. Kiku. Okay, kiku. Okay. How about let's have our word this one. Let's have a word keki. Okay, but this one it will be pronounced. Let's have a line on top. We are saying now keki. Okay, keki. Okay, so please write now on your board. So we have here now our word keki. Okay, keki. Okay, so it become a line and here. So we have our keki. Keki. Very good, John. Okay, John Vincent. Okay, Jerry. That's good. Belinda. Hi. Zion. Okay. Hi. Yokodakimashita. Okay. So we already have our first 15 characters with your katakana. Any question before we move on? No more? Okay, none so far. Okay. Now let's have our next set. Now we have our sa. Okay. So for our sa, please write the 5 sets. Sa. So we have our sa, chi, su, se, so. So how we are going to write it? First is we have our sa, okay, going in this pattern. Okay, keep doing, okay. I recommend that each character you write it 3 times in order for you to master it. You cannot master it in just only one sitting, okay. Sa, then we have our she, follow with our su, su. Then we have our set, and last one is we have our so. Okay, so this is our so. Okay, so after the class, you can watch this video again. I'm gonna upload it, and you will able to watch it. Then it also changes the sound once we put our 10-10. Okay, so once we put our 10-10, be mindful of these characters again. So just putting the 10-10, and that produce them already a Z sound. So, but we have our exempted, we have G. This one is not Z, it's G. Za, G, Zu, Ze. and zo. Okay? Zaji, zuzezo. Okay? Zaji, zuzezo. That produce our sounds. Okay? But be mindful with this character. Okay? We have our zaji, zuzezo. Okay? Now let's try now to have some add a new words here. Okay, chotomate. Okay. How about I want you to type this one. We have our ski, okay, ski, gasu, okay, we have sausage, okay, saka, okay, sosu, okay, and we have our quizu, okay. So let's try this one, but there are some words that has a long one. So we have here, and let's have this one. So and we have our saka here. Okay, so su. Okay, there you go. So try to write now. So this one means key. Okay, this one is we have gas. Okay, sausage. Sausage. Okay, soccer. Then we have our sauce and follow with our quiz. Okay, go ahead now. Show me these 5 words. Okay, and have sausage. Saka, okay. And our sauce. And we have our okay. So this is how we write our words. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we have our tagyo, tachitsu teto, tachitsu teto. We are now here in this line. So how to write here? Okay. Follow with our chi. Next, our tsu. Then we have our te. And our to. Okay, so same thing in katakana, okay? They also have their ten. So once it produce ten, it will be a D sound, okay? Exempted here for our G. This one is not really zoo sound, but it's actually, this one is incorrect, okay? It's not zoo, but instead it's zoo. So be mindful of that one, okay? So this one is zoo. Okay, so it's a z sound. Okay, so be mindful, not z, but instead z. Now let's go on how to, it's still the same strokes, okay, but you're just adding on the top. Z, de, and do. Okay, now since which one should I use the now, because there are 2 characters here now, okay, that they have the same sound but different character. Now use it more this one, okay, this one you I want you to use this one instead. Okay, this one is very rare to use this one. Okay, you use this one. So now we added now 26 characters already. Wow. Okay, now let's learn how to write them with this word. Let's learn some words. Okay, tomate. Okay, okay, let go. Okay. Now let's go how to write these words. It's a little bit big. Make it now 40. So let's say teki suto. Okay, teki suto. It means textbook. Okay, so we have our suteki. Okay, it's okay, stick, and we have our desato. Okay, and I will put line. Okay, give me a moment. Desato, and let's have our chizu. Then we have our takushi, and we have our shitsu. Okay, shitsu. Okay, but I'm gonna put a line with some words. Okay, hold on first. So we have here our dessert. Okay, dessert. Then we have our cheese. Then follow with our taxi, and we have our sheep. Okay, sheep. Okay, so let's put here now a line here with the words here. So words should be, so we have our suteki, suteki. Follow with our long line here, we have desato. Next is we have our chizu. Then we have our takushi. Then we have our shitsu. Okay, so go ahead now. Let's try to answer it together. Okay, we have our shitsu. Okay, takushi. Okay, cheese. Okay, show me your answers. Okay. Then after checking how many you got. Okay. Okay, very good, Ramon. Okay. Then reply how many you got for this round. Okay. Okay, Rokuten, no? Rokuten. Okay. So if you want to say the points, 6, okay, you can say our Roku, then 10, okay? Rokuten, okay, 6 points. Or perfect, you can say manten, okay? Manten. You can say manten, it means perfect, okay? Perfect, okay? So number, then adding 10, okay? But if you're perfect, you can say manten, okay? Say mountain. Okay, very good mountain. Okay, mountain. This okay, perfect score. Okay, so there are some things that I want you to be uh, careful. Okay, automatic. because this can be, you might be lax about these words. Okay, chotomate. Okay, let me go here now. Okay, so here, okay, G and Z are usually written in this one, okay? So we use this one more often, okay? The 8 in G and Z are remembered in remembrance and distinction, okay? Because, okay, chotomate, we have, that's this one. Okay, there it goes, better now. So remember for our hiragana, it's she, okay? For two, this one, this is for our hiragana, okay? This is for our hiragana, right? Okay, but in our katakana, they have almost the same thing with our she and su as well, okay? Remember this one, the 1, 2, 3 here. And once we also have our she, it always starts here, okay? And here it's going here up, okay, going up here, okay. So like for me, I'm always like have a thinking here for our sheet. You can, because it looks like a smiling face, you can say here like she has a weird smile. She has a weird smile, okay, a weird smile, okay. She has, because her smile here is different, okay. While here for our word two, you can take here for our two, okay, of two needles here of two, okay. Number two, okay. You can remember here because there are two fangs here as well. And this is more sharp, okay. Then this one is more almost already horizontal. This one is more vertical. That is their difference. Okay, explain. Okay, for Shih Tzu, okay. So let me go back with Shih Tzu. Because earlier here, we have our Shih Tzu, there's a line here on top, okay. Okay, so for example, sheet, okay. So we're able to write now our sheet, then we add here our line, then adding two. So there you go, we have our Shih Tzu. Wakarimasu ka, man? Okay, Shih Tzu, okay, very good, okay, fast learner, okay. Now let's go next. Okay, let's go now with our end sound, okay. So we have our nani nune no, okay. Nani nune no, okay. First is we have our na. Remember the stroke order. Ni, nu, then we have our ne, and no. One more, let's start from the beginning. Na, okay. Ni, okay, like two needles. Then follow with our nu, okay. Okay, then ne, And I'm getting now no. Okay. Naninu ne no. Naninu ne no. Okay. So let's get some words, how to write them. Okay, chatamate. Okay. Let's have our word tennisu. Okay, it means tennis. Okay. And let's have our necktie. We have our necktie. Okay. Then we have our noto, but actually noto. And we have our tsuna. Okay. So let's just put a dash on top with our noto. So we have our noto is we have our notebook. Then follow here with our tuna. Okay, tuna. So let's try to answer the following. Okay, so this is for our sounds that we are producing now. Tenisu, nekutai, noto, and we have our tsuna. Okay, show me your board. Okay, okay, very good, John. Okay, Jen. Okay, 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 John Vincent. Very good. Okay, okay, iPhone 7. Okay, may I have your name. I hope you can rename it. I'm sorry, I don't want to call you that name. Okay, so we have our Nani Nuneno. Okay, okay. Next one, our Hahifu Heho. Okay, Hahifu Heho. So let's try this one. Next one is we have our He. So going here and here. And then we have our Fu, our He, then we have our Ho. Okay, Hahifu Heho. But with our ha, okay, they're producing another sound, okay. Once you put a 10-10, they are producing a different sound now of babi boo bebo, babi boo bebo. So it becomes a B sound. While for adding here a maru, this is what they call maru, maru, okay, a circle, it produces a P sound. So we have our papi poo pepo. So they have the same base, but they have a different sound already that are producing. Okay, so let's try to read the following words here. Okay, so send your answer in group chat. Okay, in Zoom. Okay, how to say this one? How to read this one? Ay, so okay, that's right. Okay, how about that's mabaho? Okay, how about this one? Okay, okay, how about this one? Ay, grabe. Okay, that's right. Okay, oh, happy. Now let's go now with our proper words. Okay, so we have already the 10. Now you can recognize already the 10, 10, and so on and so on. Let's go with our first word. Okay. So how about, okay, we have our pasupoto, but this one, let's have our 10-10 here. Okay. Pasupoto. Okay. Pasupoto. It means passport. Okay. Then next one, we have our pasuta. Okay. Pasuta. It means pasta. Okay. Then we have our copy, but this one, it's a long one. Copy. Okay. Copy. It means copy. Next one, we have our supido. Okay. But if we come up with this a long one, we have our supido. Supido, it means speed. Next, we have our hita. Okay, but there will be a long one to them. Hita, heater. Then we have our basu. Okay, basu, it's bus. Then we have our sitopu. Okay, sitopu means stop. Then we have our sabisu, service. Sabisu, service. Okay, so let's try to write the following. Now is Freddy's now wants to learn Tagalog words. Okay. Bisu. Okay, so these are words. Okay, so please take note of that. Show me also your answers. Okay, very good, John. Very fast, John. Okay. So after the class, keep practicing the writing, Jerry. Very good. Okay. John Vincent, very good. Jover, okay, very good. Okay. So this will reflect on your module 3. So please take note of that. Okay. Let's go now with our next set. Okay. We have now our mami mu memo. Okay. Mami mu memo. Let's go here. Okay. Ma. Then follow with our mi. Okay. 3. So you can remember this one as missile. Okay. Missile. Then we have our mu. Mu. And me. Okay. Go here. 1 and here. And we have our mo. 1, 2. So their line are not the same. Okay. The length. Okay. It's more longer here. Okay. Mo. So that produces our now our mami mu memo. Okay. So now let's go on with our words. Okay. Mami mu memo kana. Okay. So I will have my first word. Let's have hamu. Okay, it means ham. Follow with our memo, like memo. Okay. Gamu, gum. Follow with our maiku, it for our mic. Then let's have our chi su tem. Okay. System, it means system. Okay. Then let's have our mota. Okay. Okay. Mota, it means motor. Okay. So but this one, it has a long sound that we have to produce. So we have our mota. Okay. Mota. Okay. Next one is we have our message. Okay. Message. Message. Okay. So this one is also a long line here. Okay. We have our message. Okay. Message. Then next one we have our tomato. Okay. It means tomato. And team. Okay. It means team. Okay. So let's try to answer the following now. Okay, those are done. Show me your answer. Very good. Fast, Angelique. Okay, Ramon. Okay, very good. Yokodakimashita. Okay. Oops, I have correction here. Okay, chatomate. Maimu. Okay, chimu. E and adding mu should be this one. Okay, chimu. There you go. So please take note, okay, of the score. Okay. Very good, Belinda. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay. Now let's go on with our next set now. Okay. Okay, we have our ya, you, yo. Okay. So let's see how to write. We have our ya, follow with our you, and then our yo. Okay. We can remember this. So going here, down, then here, and here. So that produces our three uh, letters only. So let's get some words for that for our ya, you, yo. Okay, give me a moment. Okay. First is we have our word yoto. Okay. Okay. So when we say yoto, it means yacht. Okay. Yacht. Okay. Then we have our taya. Taya, it means tire. Then we have our user. Okay. It means user. Okay. So I'm going to put a line on top. Okay. So we have our user. So let's try to write the following. Okay, so that produces now our user. Okay, user. Okay, show me your answers. Very good, John. Angelique. Okay, Jen. Hi. Okay, gift. Very good. Okay. So now we are on our Y line, okay? After the class, okay, keep practicing every day, okay? Because you cannot memorize it in just one sitting. So next one is our rarirurero, okay? Rarirurero, okay? So let's see how to write. Ra, ri, ru, re, then we have our ro. So we have now our rarirurero, okay? So one more, rarirurero. So let's see now how to write it. Let's have some drills now. So for example, let's have our word of ruru, okay? Ruru, it means rule, okay? Rule, okay? But this one, there'll be a long, okay? Rule, okay? Rule or like policy. So we have our toilet, bathroom, kurisumasu. Kurisumasu, it means Christmas. And we have our gariku, okay? Gariku, okay? So this one is a long one, gariku, okay? Garlic. And we have our meru adoresu. Meru adoresu. Meru adoresu, okay? It means email address, okay? This one a long one, meru adoresu, okay? Let's have our, okay, tauru, okay? Tauru, towel, okay? Next word, let's have our word erebeta, okay? Erebet, but this one, a long one, should be the pronunciation erebeta, erebeta, okay? It's a long one. Next is we have our esucareta, okay? Esucareta. It becomes also a long pronunciation. Escoreta. Next one, we have our word careraisu. Careraisu, but this one, a long one. Careraisu. Curry rice. Okay, curry rice. And let's have our last one here. Chatamate. Okay, let's have our makudo narudo. Okay, makudo narudo, McDonald's. Okay, so let's try to answer the following. Number one. Okay, because we have line here on top. Okay, so let me analyze here. Okay, we have our erabeta. Okay, here we have our ruru, our gariku. Oops, should have here gariku. Okay, gariku. Okay, should have this. Okay, then we have our escoreta. Okay, esu careta, escareta. Okay, care rice, care. Then adding our rice. Okay, care rice, care rice. And follow with our McDonald's. Okay, with our maku donarudo. Okay, we have our maku. Donarudo. Okay. McDonald's. McDonald's. Okay. So show me your answer. Taurua eto towel. Okay, towel. Okay. Show me your answer. Very good, John. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay. So after the class, keep practicing with these words. Okay. You cannot do it right away, so don't worry, and I understand that. Okay. So the most important is we keep practicing on it. Okay. Now let's move to our last part of our hiragana for this one before we go on to the contracted sounds. So we have our wa, o, and then we have n. Okay, wa, and n. First is we have our wa going here, wa. So actually this one it sounds the sound for this one is wa. Okay, wa. Okay, so remember that wa. Okay, and next one is we have our n, okay, for our single n here. Okay, so we have wa, and n. And now let's practice some words. Okay, get some words with wa, and n. Okay, okay, but before that, I want you to be mindful with this one. Okay, so with this one, okay, the eighth member of the distinction, okay, between our so and our n, okay, because they're almost with the so and the n, they're almost the same, okay. So be mindful with that one. So in so, it starts here on the bottom to up, while then going to the top to down, okay. So, okay, so that is their differences, okay, with the so and then the n, okay. They're almost the same, but they are not actually. Okay. So let's go have some quiz here. Okay. Let's try to answer the following words. Ito kana. Okay. Let's go here. Mate. Okay. Let's try to answer these words now. Okay. So first is restaurant. Okay. So we have right now here. Okay, restaurant. Restaurant. Then we have our double consonant. So we're producing now resin. Okay. Resin. Okay. And we have our lunch. We have our ranchi, lunch. Then we have our hamburger. Okay, so it becomes han, hamburger. Okay, this one, hamburger. Okay, so there will be a line, but this one let's drop here, the other one. Hamburger, hamburger steak, hamburger. No line here on that one. No. Earlier we already write this word. We have our sauce, okay, sauce, and we have our wine for this one. So there you go. We already cover all the basics of our katakana. Okay. So there are some words that I want you to keep practicing later on. Okay. And these are the words that will make you like create some confusion because these letters produces like several confusions. Hambaga, okay, hambaga. Yes, it's hambaga. A hambagu. Agumine, it's hambagu arigato. So it should be this one. Okay, arigato. Hambagu. This is hambagu. Hambagu is different from hambaga. So it should be hambagu. Okay, hambagu. This is the correct one. Thank you so much. Now let's go back here. Okay, and make this one. Okay, these are the characters that you might get some confusion. So make sure that you keep practicing them because they are creating or they have different writing. So for example, once we have our sheet, okay, then compared to our two, okay. So they're almost the same, but there are not with our N, okay, and follow with our so, okay, with our ku and with our ta, okay, almost the same but different with our ma and with our a, with our nu, follow with our su, then we have our sa, name, right, sa, then we have our na and our me, almost the same but they are different. So we have our ku, and u, and wa, okay, for the consonants, but they are not the same. We have our se, he, e, ni, and we have our mi. They are not the same, okay? So these are the characters that I want you to be familiar or to keep practicing the writing. Now, in Japanese, they also have our produces a sound of having a big one and a small characters. Okay, let me show this one to you first. Okay. So I want you to keep practicing once after the class, okay? After you take your dinner, okay, or what? Okay. So this one, it produces a double sound now, but here the first one is a big and the second one is a small. Okay. So they are producing our sound of kya kyu kyo, sha shu sho, cha chu cho, kya gyu gyo. Then this one we don't say jia jiu jio, it's ja ju jo, nya nyu nyo. Okay, nya nyu nyo. Okay, for that one. So be mindful with those sounds here. Let's have a next set of them. Okay. Ito. Okay. And I'm gonna show to you also the extended katakana. Okay, that we have to also familiarize the the extended sound because in katakana it's more complex. It creates a lot of possible sounds already because it's a foreign sounds. So we have our ya, yu, yo. Okay. We have our big and the small one here. Pia, piu, pio. Ria, ryu, ryo. Bia, biu, bio. Mia, miu, mio. And this one is our extended sound here. We have our sa, se, so. Okay, so this is not exist. This sound doesn't exist in hiragana. So they have their own writing instead. We use here the writing of our su, and we're used now a small a, e, and o. Okay, this one is our sa, se, so. So be mindful of that one because that sound doesn't exist in hiragana sound. Okay. Next one. Okay. These are the extended already. Okay. Chatamate na. Let me go here, this one. Okay. And our next sound, we have our she and our che. This also sound doesn't exist in our hiragana. Later on, I will give some examples on that. Okay. Then we have our va, v, and our ve. Okay. So if you're using here, they're using now small e. So they have the size is different. Then we have our va, v, ve, vo. Okay. Later on, I will give some examples of these words. Okay. Va, v, and the ve. Okay. So just only the u sound. Okay. The u for writing the hiragana, katakana of u, right? So, but you become an answer of 10 10, so it become va. But the second one is a small one. It's not as big as this. Okay. So our va, vi, vu, vevo. And we have our we, we, and wo. So we are using now here small vowel sound. We, and our wo. Okay. So this is how we produce this one actually more on the wo. Then we have our je and our kwa. Okay, we use this one je and kuwo. Okay, kwa for our q, kuwo become our now kwa. Kwa because in Japanese they don't have a q sound. And we have our fa, fi, fe, fo. Okay, so we have the fu sound, then adding a small a, e, and e, and we have o because fu has their own sound already. Then, for example, for Makati, okay, we use this one T because they don't have in Japanese, they don't have a T sound. Okay, so we have our D. They don't have also a D sound in Japanese. So, for example, Digimon, they write this one instead. Then our D, okay, we use this one, D. So these are the extended sounds in Japanese for the consonants. Okay, so let's have some quiz using those extended sound. Okay, let's try to answer some sheets here. Okay. Okay, so let's try to answer the following here. First is we have our sukejuru. Okay, so we have our su. Okay, then follow with our ke. Then our ju, since there's a line, we make it longer, so we have sukejuru. Next is we have our chocoreto. Okay, there's a line here, chocoreto, chocolate. Okay. Next one, we have our menu. So we have our menu. It's a long one, menu. Okay. This one we have our D. So we are should use now our dizunirando. Okay, dizunirando. So we have our dizunirando. Okay, hold on. It's not existing here. Chatamate. It's not in my keyboard. So that produces now our Disneyland. Okay. Chatamate na. So this for producing our Duzinirando. So I'll go back with that. Let's go first with our Remonti. So we have our Remon. Okay, but this one it's a T. So we have producing now Remonti. Okay, it's a T sound. This is a small one, and it becomes a long one. follow with our cheku. Okay, cheku. Okay, means check. Then we have our computer. Okay, computer. Okay. Now I already have it for our Disnorando. Okay, Disnorando. Okay, Dizu ni long one rando. Dizu ni rando. Okay, and next one is we have our orange. Okay, and adding now our juice. Orange juice. Next one is we have our information. Information. So this one, we use here our for, okay? Information. Then we have our shampoo, okay? Shampoo. Shampoo. So we use a long one here. Shampoo. So once we're using the contracted sound, make sure that the other character is big and the second one is small. So like in this here, the method, this one is a big and the other one is a small. So they don't have a same size as it is. Same thing here, okay? We have a big and this one, our E, this is a small already. So become D, okay? This one, we are compute. This is also contracted. We have a big here and we have a small here. Same thing here with our J, okay? Schedule, schedule, ju instead. We have our ju. This is our big and follow with our small of U. So that's how it works. Same thing here for our fo, okay? So we have our fu here and adding o. Of course, you cannot read right away. It takes a lot of practice and commitment for you to do it. So after the class, okay, keep practicing and so on. Okay. Keep. So our first word, let's have one, Pikachu. Okay, Pikachu. So we have very good. So we have our Pika, but this one very good. Pikachu, Pikachu. Okay, but should be in katakana. Pikachu. But in Japanese, they have extended it. So it become Pikachu because we are going to put a line on top here. You put a line here on top. So that produces now Pikachu. Okay. So let me double check about this one. Should be this one instead. Pikachu. A minute. Pikachu. Okay, because it produces a long sound now. Pikachu. We don't say Pikachu. Okay, Pikachu. Okay, that's how they pronounce in Jap Pikachu. Okay, because it comes from the word of Pika. Pika it means thunder. Then chu is the sound of the rat. So chu chu. Okay, so that becomes Pikachu. So that's where Pikachu name came from. Okay, let's have our next one. Ito, okay. Okay, I'm gonna type a Japanese word instead. Then I want you to try to read it. Okay, so okay, you can type instead the you can type instead in our group chat. Okay, so let's have this word. Chatamate. Okay, so everyone, just type this one. How to read this one now? Fushigidane. Hi, Fushigidane. Okay, very good. Fushigidane. Okay. So once we have our Fushigidane, okay, so that is, it means from the word Fushigi, it means Fushigi, it means mysterious. Then we have our Dane. Okay. Dane is, we have, it means seed actually. It comes from the word seed, but we are able to combine it now. So that produces now Fushigidane. Okay. So fushigidane, okay, chotamate. Let me just share this one to you. So what is fushigidane? It means mysterious seed. So that produces our word of chotamate here. So we have our Bulbasaur, fushigidane, fushigidane. So that is our Bulbasaur. Okay. Next word, let's have so okay, how about this one? How to read this one? Okay, so we have hitokage. Okay, hitokage. It comes from the word of he. He, it means fire. Then togake, tokage instead. Tokage, it means lizard. So once we combine it, it produces a sound of Charmander. So that is Charmander. So we call in Japanese for that one, we call it hitokage. Okay, ito, okay. So we have our hitokage. Okay, heat means fire, then tokage it means lizard. Okay, hitokage. Okay. Next one, let's have our word. Okay. Okay. How about this one? Very good. So we have our zenigame. Okay, zenigame, because it comes from the word of turtle. Okay, kame. Okay, kame, it means turtle. But since we are adding another word of zeni, it becomes a tentin of zenigame. So once we say zenigame, it means baby spotted turtle. Baby spotted turtle. So it creates now a new sound of saying that one as Squirtle. Okay, Squirtle. So we have our Zenigame here. Okay. So we have our Squirtle, Zenigame. Okay, Zenigame. Okay. Next one, ito. Let's have our word. Okay, how to read this one? Rokon, very good. Rokon, okay. So Rokon in Japanese is we have our bullfix, okay, bullfix. So we have our bullfix, we have our rokon, okay? Rokon, okay? How about this next word? Okay, next one. How to read this one? There's a long one, there's a line on top, remember? Very good. So we have now our Q coin, okay? So we have our nine tails, okay? Nine tails, okay? Okay, next one, let's have, okay? How about this one? Very good. So we have our pudding, okay? Pudding, okay? Pudding, okay? So we have pudding, pudding, okay? Pudding, okay? So we have our pudding, okay, for our Jigglypuff, okay? Next word, okay? How about this one? How to read this one? Nyasu, hi, nyasu. Okay, it's a long one. So we have our mouth, okay? Nyasu, okay? Nyasu. Hi, yokoda kita. Okay, let's have next one. Okay, how about this one? Gosu, okay? Gosu, okay? Very good. So we have that one. We have our gasler, okay? Gasler. So we have our gosu, okay? Gasler. Hi, yoko dekimashita. Okay. Next one. Okay. Okay. How about this one? Okay. Hitodeman. Okay. What is hitodeman? Yesterday we talked about one sea creature. What is hitode? Hitode is what is hitode? We talked about that yesterday about the animal. Can anyone recall? Starfish, very good. So, but we add man. So, starfish man. Okay. So we have our star you. Okay. Star you. Okay. So let's remember their name. We can read their katakana. Okay. So now let's have our conversation now. Okay. So remember the function of no nakade. We discussed that one. Like saying here, among of all nani nani nani. Okay. How to say that one? Okay. So we have Pokemon no nakade. I'm saying here, among of all the Pokemon. Okay. Then we have our nani. Nani ga ichiban. Then we have our adjective desu ka. Okay. So I will give like the most of for a particular adjective that I'm gonna say. Okay. So let's have this one. Eto ka na. Okay. So for if the sentence ends with a ka, it's a question. Okay. So for example, I want to say in this part, Pokemon no naka de nani ga ichiban adjective. So let's have my adjective of suyoi. Suyoi, it means strong. Okay. Suyoi desu ka? Among of all the Pokemon, who is the most strongest? So how you will answer, just only drop nani, and by putting the answer here, ga, then suyoi, then drop our ka. So it becomes here now. Pokemon no naka de answer ga ichiban suyoi desu. So give your answer. Pokemon no naka de Kyukon ga ichiban suyoi desu. Very good, John Roman. Okay. Okay, how about Hitokage? Hitode. Hitokage, Charmander ですね。Okay. Pokemon no naka de Pikachu. Okay, you can say that one. But this one, I have the category. So you should choose only among in this category because I have the nakade. So if you have the nakade, I'm asking you only to have the coverage in this type of Pokemon. Okay, how about let's have a different adjective instead of our tsuyoi. Let's have kawaii. Kawaii, it means cute. Okay, so give your answer. Which one is the most cutest among all of them? Pokemon no naka de Purin ga ichiban kawaii desu. Okay, kawaii desu. Right? Kawaii. How about if I want to say, how about the second one? The second one, instead of ichiban, I will use now niban. Okay. Pokemon no naka de nani ga niban kawaii desu ka? Who is the second cutest to them? Right, very good. Okay, so we have our that one. It depends your answer, right? So let's have a different now. We have our kawaii. Okay, kawaii it means kakatakot or fearful. Okay, you feel okay. So which one do you think is the kawaii? The kawaii among of them. Kawaii. Not kawaii, ha? Kung kawaii mo naman, you will feel something. Are you joking me? So that's a joke, no? That's a common joke. Kawaii. Kawaii. Gosu, no? Gosu ga kawaii desu. Gosu. Okay, how about if I'm gonna get the next one instead, still in Ichiban, okay? Let me get here chisai. Okay, chisai, it means small, okay? So how to answer that? Pokemon no naka de Purin ga ichiban chisai desu. はい、横できました。Okay? That's how it works for them. Okay. Now let me get a different set now. Okay. Let me go here instead. Let me see how well you can read katakana now. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's have a different category. What I will do, we will not have this one now. Okay. So we have here, how you will ask now, among of all the insect Pokemon, which one is the most strongest? How to say that? Among of all the insect Pokemon, which one is the most strongest? Okay, so we will have now our Pokemon insect is we have Mushi. Remember? Pokemon no Mushi no. Okay, Pokemon no Mushi no naka de nani ga ichiban. Then our adjective we will have our suyoi. Suyoi desu ka? Okay, so give your answer. Which do you think is the most strongest among all of that? You can try to read now the hiragana or katakana. Let me try to zoom a bit so you can read. There you go. Pokemon no mushi no naka de sotoraiku ga ichiban soyoi desu. Very good. So we have sotoraiku, a spider. Okay, so you can say bata free. Okay, Pokemon no mushi no naka de bata free ga ichiban tsuyoi desu. Hai, yoko dekimashita. Okay, so it's something like the among of all the category. So let's have another one here. Eto ka na. Okay, okay, let's have a new set. Okay, hold on. Eto ka na. We have our higo. Okay, let's have another category. Okay, okay, so Pokemon no Mushi no Naka de, but instead of Mushi, we will have now our Hiko. Okay, okay, it means flying Pokemon. Pokemon no Hiko. Okay, comes from the word of when. Okay, that's the reason we are saying here airplane. Hikoki, Hikoki. Okay, Pokemon no Hiko no Naka de nani ga ichiban, but instead of Tsuyoy, I will use Hayai. Okay, Hayai. Hiko means fly or aviation. Aviation. So which do you think? Okay, can you read well? Okay. Among of all here, which do you think can fly fast? Okay, or the fastest one, hayai, the most fastest. Still trying to read katakana. Okay, Pokemon no hiko no naka de mega Pidgeotto. Okay, mega Pidgeotto. It's Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto, not Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto. It's Pidgeotto. Mega Pidgeotto ga ichiban hayai. We are now hayai. It means fast. Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto. It should be Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto. Okay. If you're saying Mega Pidgeotto, Mega Pidgeotto. Okay. Pidgeotto. Okay. Because this one, uh, let me zoom it a bit. Okay. Mega Pidgeotto. Okay. Here. This one here. Okay. He's the most fastest. Okay. Mega Pidgeotto. Okay. How about this one? Let's have a different adjective. Let's have abunay. Okay. Abunay. Abunay means dangerous. So who do you think is the most dangerous? Okay. Pokemon no hiko no naka de Mega Pidgeotto ga ichiban abunai desu. Okay, very good. Or we can say it is on something something. Okay. Now give me the answer here. You will have, if you don't know their Japanese name, it's okay. You can give first the English name. Pokemon no naka de, Pokemon no naka de, nani ga ichiban, okay, yowai, okay, yowai desu ka? Yowai, it means weak. Who is the most weakest, okay? Can you give your answer? Pokemon no naka de nani ga ichiban yowai desu ka? Who do you think is the most weakest of the animal? Okay, this one. Pokemon no naka de Magikarp. Okay, Magikarp ga ichiban yowai desu. Dunsparce ga ichiban yowai desu. Very great. Okay, how about the others? Zubato. Okay, Zubato ga yowai desu. Okay, very good. Okay, so who knows this Pokemon? Okay, who is this one? Okay, can anyone? It's Sylveon, that's right. Okay, so this is a fairy Pokemon. Okay, do you know that this is the most weakest Pokemon? Do you know that this is the most weakest? Let's have turn on some people here. Let's have Jen. Okay, Jen, I will turn on your mic. Okay, okay. Go ahead.
I
Your mic
can
is on.
say.
Okay. Okay. Why do you think
Uh,
she is the Sylveon is the most weakest Pokemon?
mm, I don't know sensei.
Okay,
Shirima
because
sentences.
Shirimasen. How about let's have ito, George, let's have ito called John. Okay. Let's see the feedback of Ramon. Okay. John, why do you think his
Yes.
Sylveon is the most weakest Pokemon?
Same sensei. I also don't know.
Okay, so let's
It's
have.
a joke, sensei.
How about Kenneth? Kenneth, are you here? Kenneth?
Sumimasen.
Wala si Kenneth. Okay, Machida. Okay. You know why? Why Sylveon is the most weakest one, the weakest Pokemon of all? Dahil kapag wala ka, walang Sylveon. Walang Sylveon. Okay. Okay. How about sinong Pokemon naman ang mahilig magmura? Okay. Sino? Sinong Pokemon ang mahilig magmura? Can you know? Anyone? Una ay si Ponita. His name is Ponita. Okay. Okay. Ponita. And there's also another one. Okay. So when you say this one, ito, it's automatic. Okay. And when you say the person, this one, without his name of Ponita, this person will also reply back. Okay. And what he gonna reply is, his name is Dynamo. Dynamo. So that is his reply. Dynamo. And we have Dynamo. Okay. How about sinong Pokemon ang pinakamalandi? Okay. Sinong Pokemon ang pinakamalandi? What do you think? Anyone that has any ideas? Sinong Pokemon ang pinakamalandi? See? Who knows this Pokemon? His name is Amora. Okay? Amora na naman siya, te. Okay. That enough? Let's turn on our mic. Okay? That's the end of our class today. Okay. Let's turn on our mic. Okay, go ahead now. Everyone turn on the mic since we have only few people today.
Sensei,
Hi.
Gomenasai. Ay,
Hi.
ano po, sabi po ni Angelic na disconnect po siya.
Okay, iyo. Sige, go lang. Sige lang. Everyone na lang. Everyone will do it na lang. Let's have my leader,
Ay,
Ramon. Okay, Ramon, you will be the leader. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Everyone, owarimashou.
Katsuke se no. Arigato
arigato
Arigatou
gozaimashita.
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 Otsukaresama
Otsukaresama
deshita.
deshita.
Ay,
Re.
mina arigato gozaimashita. Otsukaresama deshita. Bye-bye.
Mata
Matashita.
ne.
Bye, Sensei.
Matashita,
Mataas
sensei.
ta.
Bye-bye.
また明日ありがとう。バイバイ。
Bye.
お疲れ様です。
Otsukaresama
お疲れ
deshita.
ありがとう。